visible on the live chat. There you go. You're visible to me now. And looks like there are people already watching. I'd love for you to join the conversation. Say good morning. Wonderful. I'd love for you to join me here. And I'm happy that you have come here today again. And it's the 11th day. That means we're just exactly halfway through. And kudos to you. And thank you for supporting me as well. This is really wonderful. I'm really happy to have you here today. It's really good to see you here today again. And our topic for today, do you know what our topic for today is? I'd love for you to tell me what it is in the chat. You can see it in the description box. Can you tell me what the topic for today is? Waiting for responses. It's your own sunrise. Well, why did I choose that name, Your Own Sunrise? Because the sun never compares itself to the moon. They both have a different time, a different purpose, a different level of light shining. They don't say, oh, the other. For instance, the sun never says, the moon is shining brighter than me today, so I will not show up. Neither does the moon say, oh, the sun is shining too brightly today, and I don't want to be seen at all, so I'm going to hide. I'll hide behind the clouds in the night and I will not show myself. No, it doesn't do that. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because everything in nature chooses its own pace, has its own pace, designed by nature, right? And we forget that you and I are part of the same nature, and we don't have to compare with someone else. We don't have to make things happen at somebody else's pace. So if there is something at the back of your mind whispering to you, you're behind, or let's say it says that you should have been further ahead, or everyone else has figured it out. Oh, yeah, everyone else figures out a lot of things before us, and we don't, right? So it's okay. You're on your own path, you're in your own way, and whatever you have is who you're meant to be, and you're meant to discover what you don't have and to add those skills or to add those talents to yourself. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you become the next master chef because you're cooking in your kitchen. Okay, you're supposed to cook in your kitchen the way you want to, not try to be somebody's competitor in a master chef program. Okay, nobody needs a Michelin star to be able to cook well in their home, right? And probably some home cooks are Michelin star level, but that's for them to be. And if they have the time to pursue that, that's great. But sometimes for us, food is something that we have to get done on time so that, family or, lunch boxes or whatever needs to keep going. So whether you're a man or a woman who cooks, remember you don't have to be Michelin star at home, right? You can just do your thing, your stuff. So I want you to say to yourself sometime after this today, I'm not behind, I'm simply living my own sunrise. And that is the reason why we're doing this. So, good morning again, and I'm happy, really happy to have you here today. Please do say hello in the chat. I'll be very happy to see you here. Now tell me, who told us that life was supposed to happen at a certain timeline for everybody? Who told us that? It is we who decide, right? Now, there are certain things, maybe like going to school or whatever, or, parameters of when you're born and how you should grow up and physically what, those are guidelines, including your blood pressure or your pulse rate is a guideline because it's an average. Not everybody has 72 beats per minute. I, for one, have lower, right? Doesn't mean that I'm not human, right? So you have to be at a certain bracket. Below that certain bracket means that you're not functioning at peak. That's fine. So if you have a heart rate that is at 60 beats per minute, probably you're not able to function very well. And that is the reason why your doctor will tell you that your pulse rate is a little low. But if you're at 60 beats per minute and you're happy, that's fine. If you're able to do all your physical activity, that should be fine, right? So that's a similar thing. I mean, like 60 is too low, but still, right? It's a similar thing. It is something that nature has given us, and we have to work with what we have, right? And just to be able to say something. Now, people who become geniuses because they repeat the same thing in the same way, probably at the same time, over 1,000 times. You repeat that. And it's said that usually if you do 10,000 times of the same thing again and again and again and again, you become a master at it. So the one thing that we've all mastered is brushing our teeth, I hope, because we've been doing that so often, right? So let's look at what we can do at our own pace today. Let's prepare for the day. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out again. Breathe in again and breathe out. Wonderful. That's great. Thank you. And the reason I ask you to come back to breathing is because the easiest way to center yourself, to ground yourself, and to focus on the present. Okay? So, look at this little plant here, such a cutie. Look at the leaves and look at this. Look at how it's growing here, right? Isn't it wonderful? It's a really beautiful little plant. Now look at this one. Isn't this also beautiful? Look at the shiny leaf and the single one, and look at the bottle it grows in, right? So I want you to think about this for a moment. Do you think this plant actually cares about why this one has so many leaves? Does it say, oh my God, you have so many leaves. I feel like I'm behind? No. And do you think this one will say, hey, you know what? You have such a big leaf. You're growing and standing alone, and you look so tall and so beautiful. I want to be like you? Absolutely not. This one knows it's growing at its own pace, and this one knows it's growing at its own pace. In fact, let me tell you this. This has been taken from a pot, okay? So the mother plant grows in a pot and she trails all over, right? But this one is taking its own time in a bottle of water, right? And she's just as beautiful. And you think she compares herself with the mother plant or with this little one here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, right? So I would just like you to consider that for your own life. Yes, maybe our parents compared us, maybe our teachers compared us, but that doesn't matter. Today we are adults and we're answerable to ourselves. So let us focus on ourselves, right? Make sure that we focus on exactly who we are, right? Because not all growth can be seen. Ever heard of boys having growth spurts or children who've never been able to speak? at the right age, suddenly speaking and having such a big vocabulary and going on, what is this? Why is this? Is this what happens? Why did this happen? They go on like that, right? All of a sudden. So we've seen that and we've had that in the family. So I just like you to imagine that you're standing at a beach to look at a sunrise. Okay. Now you know that nobody is going to stand there and say, hey, you came late. People have gone there early. Maybe the people waiting from 5 in the morning. Maybe the people who come in at 6 o'clock. Maybe the people who come in after having breakfast at 7 to watch the rising sun or to just enjoy sunrise. Right? But nobody tells you you missed the last 3 minutes or the first 3 minutes. Nobody bothers about it. Because what you're looking isn't something that you want to wait and say, hey, you know what? Everybody's doing their own thing and they're watching the sunrise at their own time and pace. Life, my friend, isn't the train you missed. It isn't the train you missed. It's your sunrise that you can join. You can wake up anytime. Anytime you can wake up to. Some people build careers at 22. Some discover their purpose at 55. It doesn't matter. Some fall in love early. Some fall out of love early. People have different timings. That doesn't determine their worth. Your timing does not determine your worth. You are worthy simply because nature put you here. Okay? Well, that may be very different from what most people told you, but yes, that's how it is. Now, comparison asks, why am I not there yet? But if you're looking for clarity, what you will ask is, what is my next step? You don't need anybody else's map, my friend. What you need is your own path. So that's exactly what we're going to do today as you begin to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Sorry. Breathe in and breathe out again. And breathe in again and breathe out again. Now imagine yourself standing at the foot of a beautiful mountain, and around you are many paths. Some are steep, some are deep winding, some are quiet, and there are people walking everywhere. At first, you feel the urge to follow somebody else's trail. But then, listen to that gentle voice that says, look down. Look down. And you notice a path that begins right beneath your feet, and it has your name on it. Not because you're special, because it is yours. It belongs to you. So you begin walking. Not fast, not slow, just steadily walking at your own pace. And the noise of everybody else's journey begins to fade. You hear birds, you hear the wind, and you hear your own breathing. Because for the first time after a long, long time, you're not trying to catch up, you're simply walking. You're simply walking. And you ask yourself, what is the one step that belongs to me? Not 5 years from now, not next month, but today. Just today. What is that step? And you see that step very clearly and you take it. Feel how peaceful it is to move at your own pace. Feel that peace and place your hands on your heart and whisper to yourself, my path is enough. Let those words settle. My path is enough. And rub your palms together, place your palms on your cheeks and your eyes, and slowly come back. I hope you enjoyed that. I really hope you enjoyed that because I loved it. And today's experiment is very simple. Every time you find yourself comparing with someone, just pause. And instead of asking, why am I not there where they are, just ask, what is this beautiful thing that is growing inside of me in my life that I have not noticed? What is that beautiful thing that I have? Maybe it's just patience, maybe it's friendship, maybe it's a skill, maybe it's your own consistency. Notice your own garden, my friends. Notice your own gardens. And as you step into today, remember that the sunrise never arrives late. It always arrives on time. And we, being part of nature, have our own journey, our own pace, and our own season. So, whatever belongs to you is what you should be. And because your life is meant to be lived, you cannot be chasing somebody else's dreams or somebody else's timeline. Do your thing. Chase your timeline, your dreams. And yes, there will always be 12-year-olds that are entrepreneurs and 50-year-olds who are CEOs, but that doesn't matter. Do your own thing. And it's something that allows you to keep becoming who you are. Just keep asking, what is that one thing that's within me? And begin again, my friends. Begin again. That's our motto for every day. So just begin again and enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. Just enjoy what you're doing. And I would love to see you again tomorrow. And kudos for having finished 11 days. We have another 11 days to go. And wonderful. I'm excited for you and for me. Let's finish this. Let's finish what we started so that we can trust ourselves better as well. Wonderful. Happy to see you here today. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Have a great day. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye.